Today's rainbow candles are super easy to find, they're very hard to miss. All we have to do is go down the cloud tunnel a little bit, and here they are. Of course, you don't actually have to light them, but I mean, you might as well. Get that candle cake. Yum, yum, yum. Today's spirit to relive is the Provoking Performer, and we can find them in the Forest Brook area of the forest. It is the second location. We're just going to go along the river a little bit, look towards the left-hand side, and we should find this pipe here with a spirit in it. This one is not too difficult. There's no rain here, so there's no worry about that. But there is a crab in here. Actually, I think there's 2 crabs in here. We're just gonna have to look out for them. It is, of course, a carry ball quest, but again, very, very simple. Once we get to about here, there's gonna be a little fork in the road. We're gonna go through the middle tunnel. There's also a cake here. Yay! And then just call ahead of time so we can flip over these crabs, because we have to jump down there where the next memory is. Don't want to get bonked. And then back the way we came. Once we get to the little fork, again, we are going to go towards the right-hand side. And just head all the way this way, and we will reach the very end of the tunnel and the end of the spirit. We can find the ancestors' table of belonging in the elevated clearing. This is the exact same table where that wax event happens, where Grandma will serve us dinner. To meditate today, we are going to want to head all the way to the Broken Bridge area, otherwise known as the Boneyard. I don't hear that name too often. I always call it Broken Bridge. But all the way over here, in between the bridge and the big whale bones, we have this little gazebo, and this is where we can find our meditation shrine. Just like all meditation quests, they're going to give you a prompt. All you have to do is write something, send it in, and the quest is done. Today's treasure candles can be found in the Valley of Triumph, and we do have a double treasure candle event on, so instead of finding 4, we will find 8. Our first 2 can be found up in the social space, and the remainder can be found below and at the very end of the race. Once we reach the end of the slope, we have 1 on this little bridge segment here, and we should have 1 on the ice just towards our left. That is it for this area. Let's carry on. We're going to want to go to the Citadel by going through the left doorway here. Once we climb that small hill, we have another one right here. And 1 more at the end towards the flying race of this area. Right here. Now, for the final ones, we're just going to have to go to the very end, just in front of the temple. You can go through the race if you want. I'm going to go through the Hermit Valley because I don't feel like going through this race. Alright, and finally, once we're just before the temple, we should have 2 cakes on either side. So 1 over here and 1 on the opposite side. here's our final one, and that will be our 8 treasure candles for today. Today's shard will be a red shard that will drop in the Jellyfish Cove. That is in the Little Prince area, the Starlight Desert, and it will drop at the times listed on the screen. These times are in PST or PDT time zone, and I do have a time zone converter in the description as well with the times if you need to convert it into your own time zone. So I sped up this clip very, very fast of how to get to the Jellyfish Cove, and there should be a couple spots that the shard can fall today, but it's a pretty small area, so it should be pretty easy to find. And I do have a clip of me doing this area. Sorry, my cat is playing behind me, and he's a kitten, so I can't stop him. This one was pretty difficult to my memory. Lots of shard crabs, so I recommend bringing some way to charge yourself. Utilize the memory candles when you can, and yeah, do the easier parts with less shard crabs first. Work your way to the more difficult parts. This is, of course, a red shard event, so we will be awarded with ascended candles, which is really nice. And we can also see a memory and get ourselves a winged light. But yeah, just go as slow as you need to. You know, you don't have to rush. Rushing is when you start to get hit by little beasts, so just be careful. And that is it for today's Daily Changes in Sky. Thank you guys so much as always for watching. Hope you found this helpful. Hope you enjoyed. And I will, of course, see you in the next video. Bye bye!